Alright, how's it going, everybody? It's neighborhood-friendly Cheesecake Trent Sneed up in the booth here tonight for round number 11 of Sidewinder Racing League's Wild Horse. Hey, that's us. ARCA Series. We're at Hotlanta for 70 laps. Playoffs are here. The top 10 drivers, or is it top 12? X amount of drivers, the top 12 drivers, gonna be fighting for a championship in 4 races now. The final 4 will be the ones that fight for it. And right now, that final 4 is Garrett Wolfenbarger, Lucas Hoytsma, Blake Giglio, and Daniel Krim with this points reset. And Krim is actually tied with Cliff Mullins for that 4th and final transfer spot. Then we got Michael Edwards, Ian Montrose, Andrew Beach, DG Swiss, and Bradley Wilson round out your top 10. It's Dave Hoytsma and Cody Cleaver, the final 2 in. Just eliminated from the playoff grid, we have Daniel Lawal and Hayden Lowell, William Mossbrenner, and Jake Lawrence. There's point standings. We are officially up to date on that. I'm so proud of you. You're caught up. Hey, Ma. Just a minute remaining here in practice, and right now, top of the board is the 32 machine of Garrett Wolfenbarger. I think he's proved to be the early playoff favorite this season. Has been up front. I think he's led the most laps. And if you win, you are not locked in to the round of 4. It is still points based. So we are still points racing. And the sun finally looking like it's trying to peek through the clouds and the fog here in Atlanta. It's been a very foggy morning. I think it's like 8 o'clock I set the time to be. So, cold track. I forgot to turn on like this race control thing. I need to do that. Oh, crap. 3 seconds remain. And that will officially do it for practice. Who's the first driver is going to be out on track? Looking for any great names on my little box here. Looking. Don't see any takers yet. 59 machine, Noah Blackwell. Logic in chat, yep. Noah currently sitting on pit road. As well as the one machine Cody Cleaver, Ian Montrose may have smoked the tires a little bit, have to restart. Cody Cleaver in the 2 machine, out on track. 26 machine DG Swiss. Salnomio Huertas, Fort Worth Screen Print and Chevy. Montrose now coming out on track. Blackwell as well. '97 Lucas Hoytsma. '14 Michael Edwards sitting on pit road. Our Daytona sweeper has won the 2 super speedway races this season. '37 of old Clifford Mullins. As laps just now started to come in, 2 machine Cody Cleaver on pole for the moment with a 30.776. 1 lap to go in his qualifying run. DG Swiss in the 26 machine jumps to 2nd on the board. Lucas Hoytsma jumps to pole in the 97. Noah Blackwell in the 59 P3. Wolfenbarger on the front straight. I don't know if he's starting his first lap or is getting his 2nd lap right here. Looks like he's just now starting his qualifying run. As DG finishes his qualifying run, currently sitting P2. 4.9 Now 1/10 back, still P2, as Hoysma continues to hold on to the pole position with a 30.478. Blackwell jumps up to second. Half a tenth off. Montrose jumps to P2. Less than 2/100ths off. Bradley Wilson looking to finish his qualifying run right here. And Wilson jumps to the top of the board. 34.29. Wolfenbarger looking to finish his run. Definitely going to be a threat to get pole as well. Off of corner number 4. And Wolfenbarger jumps to the top of the board. Michael Edwards starting his qualifying run, as well as the 16 of Blake Giglio. Andrew Beach has finished his run, currently P10. Edwards' first lap, P11. Giglio jumps to P6 with his first lap. And Edwards' second lap, good enough for P7. And Giglio, P3. Smolo's getting his just extra practice laps in. Only drivers not to complete a qualifying lap: Jeremy Scherer, J.R. Deal, Dave Hoytsma, and Daniel Llewellyn. And Llewellyn currently out on track right now. You'll have enough time just for this first lap. 10 seconds remaining. And Llewellyn, good enough for P13. And that will do it for qualifying. Alright, so your starting lineup for tonight, starting on pole, going to be the number 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger. Second going to be the number 51 of Bradley Wilson. Third going to be the number 16 of Blake Giglio. Fourth going to be the number 97 of Lucas Hoytsma. Fifth going to be the one machine of Ian Montrose. Sixth, the number 59 of Noah Blackwell. Seventh going to be the number 14 of Michael Edwards. Eighth going to be the number 7 of Daniel Krim. Ninth going to be the number 26 machine of DG Swiss. 10th going to be the number 2 of Cody Cleaver. 11th going to be the 37 of Cliff Mullins. 12th, the 71 of Andrew Beach. 13th going to be the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. 14th going to be the number 79 of Dave Hoytsma. 15th is the 9 of J.R. Deal. And round out the field here will be the number 15 of Jeremy Scherer. And that concludes tonight's starting lineup. As it looks like top two have not gridded yet. Still 45 seconds remaining.
Hey, Luca.
Garrett's the cheesecake. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. What's up?
Well, man, arguably the championship favorite here tonight and starting it on pole. What's your plan to survive Hotlanta?
Well, my goal...
Remember when I won that championship here last year?
is just to survive. I am pretty sick right now, actually.
Yeah, I remember when you did that all on your own.
And I'm hot and it's weak and nose is running and stuff, barely talk, so...
Didn't
think I was going to be the fastest. This track's really slick, so... nice to get the pole and start off strong, so...
I'd rather forget it.
We control this race and stay in front all 70 laps here and get us another win.
Oh,
All
I
right,
remember I
man.
beat you
Good
for
luck
the
to you.
race.
Yep.
The race win.
Gary Wolfenbarger, you're a Pulsar. I
What
think
the
it's the
hell?
first time we've got a Pulsar interview in here in
I
a
wonder if
minute.
Dalton remembers it.
And I gotta
He remembers. Yeah.
turn that down a little bit because I couldn't hardly hear
If
Garrett
nothing else,
over that.
Patrick's farm remembers for sure.
Hope Garrett does feel better.
Remember when you was banned and that's now done the race? I don't know why.
Who, me?
I should have asked him to come race tonight for me.
Who, me? Free Neo.
Alrighty.
Cheers,
70 laps.
Cheers.
The hards are hard to drive. Yes, that's good English by me. This is going to be an interesting one. The championship finale from last season. Now the opener for the playoffs tonight. Pace car is in. Barney has the green flag in his hand. And we're racing at Hotlanta. And they're already wrecking the one machine, the 16 around. The 59 around. Caution is out already.
That was way looser than I thought it was. Holy jumping.
We hit wheel spin. Most people pray to strike gold. We struck wheel spin. Multiple playoff drivers dead.
I'm gonna need an EOL. Good thing we get fast repairs in this league.
So that right there,
Pick one.
everyone hit wheel spin, and I'm trying to figure out there's netcode contact right there between the 32, and it looks like there's netcode contact between him and the 51. So there's netcode, there's random contact, and the one, unfortunately, the 16 kind of comes down, and the 16's trying to... That is just a lap one kerfuffle. I mean, a lot of drivers involved in that. So I'm just going to chalk this one down to a lap.
That's gonna be it, boys. Good night.
Lap one, wheel spin happened to everyone.
Got another one sitting there for you.
I think Andrew's already
No,
dead.
I blew my motor on the back, or I couldn't get the car to turn, and I hit Cody, and it blew my motor, and I couldn't make it back to the pit. I'm not sitting for 3 minutes.
I'd go ahead and sit for 3 minutes. Their levels have wadded up again. As Cleaver just used his quick repair.
Cautions, Andrew. Just sit and read very shit.
Yeah, that's my thoughts. If they did it once, they're liable to do it again. If we go 1 to green here, we'll just kind of sit with it. But if we still have pace lights on, I'll go check the 59 of Noah Blackwell. I know we went through the gas. I want to see if he actually hit anything. His lights are still on the pace car. Oh yeah, the 59 got hooked. That's why he has that rear end damage. Just goes through right in the grass. Don't think he hit the wall. Just a little bit of left rear damage. I think the 9 machine of JR barely squeaks by this. '79 Dave Hoytsma barely makes it through. Yeah, it's very foggy, Adam. Very foggy. I used realistic weather or whatever, and it chose fog. I think it's like a 60-something degrees. Where's the bill? Yeah, 66 degrees with light fog. Fog is supposed to lift. So. Lights now out on the pace car. Your front row, Bradley Wilson, Lucas Hoytsma. Wilson going to be the control
Cheers,
car.
everybody.
He is elected to the inside.
I won't get hooked with mine, right?
71 officially back out on the racetrack. I think he's going to be scored a couple laps down. Looks like 3 down. There's probably going to be some people DNFing, so definitely going to be able to potentially get some bonus points here. Alright. Remember, gentlemen, we have wheel spin. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Looks like at the very least we are going to make it into turn number 1. And potentially going 2 wide for the race lead here. Wolfenbarger to the outside of Wilson for the lead. Trying to bring Hoytsma with him on the outside. Off of corner number 4, first lap in green flag conditions. And Wolfenbarger going to lead it. Hoytsma going to try and get a run on the outside. Ripping the top off of turn number 2. Going to have the run. So that moves Hoytsma up to P2. So Wilson drops back to 3rd, 14, 4th. Round out the top 5, 26 of DG Swiss. Has Noah Blackwell just behind him in the 59 machine. Single file up front, but I think we got some 2 wide action going on towards the rear of the field. One machine, Ian Montrose, currently scored in 10th, trying to reel in the 16 of Blake Giglio. Has JR Deal right behind him in the 9. The 16 trying to reel in the 7 of Daniel Krim for 8th spot. Daniel, our winner at Monza earlier this season. Meme week. Now it's starting to look like a kind of a single file train. Meanwhile, back up front, the 97 of Hoytsma trying to reel in the leader of Wolfenbarger for the race lead. The 14, Michael Evers, trying to put a move on Bradley Wilson for 3rd spot. Coming to 60 to go. Imagine dirty air is going to be a factor, but at the same time, these cars are so loose. If you can get the throttle down, you might be able to power through it. their way off of 4 and 14. Just a couple car lengths off of the 51. Giglio has run down the 7 machine for 8th spot. And 7 clips the apron. Might allow Blake to get a run off of 2. 9 machine JR in the outside wall. Saw the 2 Cody Cleaver getting loose behind him as well. Walking on eggshells, trying to put the power down. And Blake just about under the 7 into 1. Not able to make it happen there. Krim trying to put a move on the 79 machine of Dave Hoytsma. Has a run, looks to the inside. Blake going to try and find a way to capitalize on that as well. Off of 2, has a huge run. He shoots to the inside. Krim in the outside wall. That's going to allow Blake to pull alongside off of 4. Side by side for 7th spot. Blake still under him. Off of turn 2 as I see smoke. Someone in trouble up there. Who is that? It's not Andrew. 23 machine Daniel, a wall and heavy right front damage. Pounds the wall off of 4. Saw him out of shape again. Pounds it again. Heading into 1. May have broke the right front. Yeah. Snapped loose on him there. He's just trying to woe it up and yep, just use his quick repair. Meanwhile, Wolfenbarger still with the race lead. Lucas trying to find a way around. And Michael Edwards still trying to find a way around the 51 of Bradley Wilson for that 3rd spot. Trying the outside and 3. Maybe try to dive in the corner, get a run off of 4. I see the 16 Giglio gets around the 7. Now trying to get a run on the 59 of Noah Blackwell. Too wide for that 6th spot. And Giglio just about able to clear. Noah fighting on that outside. Now Giglio is clear. Daniel Krim. He's going to try and get to the inside of the 59 as well, off of 2. See if we have any 2-wide action going on here. We might have something between the 59 and the 7, but as well as the 79 and the 9. JR trying to reel in Dave Hoytsma for 10th position. To a Cleaver, looks like guy on the outside wall. Something I think happened with the 14 here. He has lost a ton of time to the 51 Michael may have hit the outside wall. See if there's any damage to the right side of that race car. Didn't see any there. Car looks clean. Meanwhile, back up front, a sight we have kind of grown accustomed to this entire season, the 32 and the 97. Who has done a better job of saving their tires as we're getting pretty far into this run. Don't quite remember how many laps you can go on a tank of fuel, but I think it's between 30 and 40. I think the 51 may have just grazed the wall there. I think I may have saw a slight puff of smoke. Didn't appear to hurt the car at all. Still running pretty solidly in the top three. There has now a 2-second gap between him and the 14 of Mike Edwards. How about Swiss still running that 5th spot? Trying to reel in that number 14. Looks like at some point the 2 machine got around the 9 of JR for 11th. JR now about to be under fire from the 15 of Scherer. Or no, that's the second one of Andrew Beach. That's not for position. Andrew's still 3 laps down. Probably very frustrated that there hasn't been another caution since the lap 1 start of the race. One machine, 2 wide with the 7 of Daniel Krim. That is for 8th spot. Daniel fighting on that outside, making it work down the back straight. As we got some drivers starting to pit. 59 machine. Woo! Someone came in bad hot. I mean, the 26th, I came in super hot there. Not machine down and away. I think he technically began this pit cycle. We still have this battle for the lead. Hoytsma has got to the rear bumper of the 32 to the inside. Side by side for the race lead in turn 1. Oh! Contact just about made.
14 putting.
And the 32 able to hold on. Wolfenbarger might be coming in this time. And he is. Garrett Wolfenbarger to pit road. 51, Bradley Wilson coming with him. Oh, Lucas came in too. Very late charge. Did he make it? I think Lucas just did his best Kyle Larson impression. Yeah, I think he got woed up just barely. Who wins this race off pit road? This is probably going to be for the lead. Hoytsma down and away. Wolfenbarger and the 51, Lucas Hoytsma, going to come out in front of the 2 Shandua Shine drivers. Giglio currently scored as the leader. Has not come down pit road yet. Hoping for a caution here to put everyone a lap down.
1 pitting this time.
Montrose going to come down pit road.
2-car pit him.
I think that's the 16 right in front of him as well. Giglio's come down pit road.
I'm pitting in this time.
71 machine Andrew Beach going to come down pit road. 32 and the 51. They have lost some time to the 97. Question is, are they saving fuel or is Lucas burning up the tires? Stage ends in about 5 laps. Mullins in the 37. I don't believe he's come down pit road. Well, he might have. DG scored in 4th spot. 37 not 4 position. Wolfenbarger trying to reel in the 97. Has got down to under a second. And there's a difference in strategy right here. The 32 running the outside, the faster line. Lucas running the bottom. And the bottom is usually easier on the tires. It's better for saving tires. So Lucas with the clean air, hoping he can save tire and potentially run quick lap times as well. As I see smoke, or it may be fog. It might be fog. This gap's back up to just at a second. These guys are going to have to come back in for one more stop with probably around 10 laps to go. And the question there will be, do you take 2 tires? I personally think 2 tires would probably be way too freaking loose. But these guys are definitely a lot better than I am, so they'd probably be able to make it work. Meanwhile, Mike Edwards running in 5th spot. Giglio in 6th, trying to reel him in. Coming close to the end of the stage here right now, Ian Montrose in the 1, running 10th, would get the last playoff point. Currently reeling in the 79 of Dave Hoytsma. So this is white for the stage. And Montrose able to go around the 79. If I do remember correctly, I do believe the 79 Dave Hoytsma is actually battling either an elbow or a shoulder injury, a rather significant one. So the fact that he's out on the track is pretty impressive. So, Dave, congrats to you for trying to stick it out here. You are way stronger than I would be. Wolfenbarger and Wilson trying to reel in the 97. Got it down to 7/10. And Lucas now has moved up to the top. .32 has made up a ton of time on the outside. Lucas going back to the inside. Potential battle here between the 7 and the 1. It's just under half a second between these two. It'd be a battle for 8th position. One machine Montrose trying to reel him in as they come down the back straight, and Montrose big wiggle off of 2. They're about to reel in the 59 machine of Noah Blackwell. Back up front. They have reeled in the 97. Luke is still choosing to run the bottom. Going to be 30 laps to go at the stripe. And it's just a couple car lengths. And the 7-1 have ran down the 59. They're going to be 3 wide. Off of 2, back to 2 wide. The 7 able to go around the 59 and the 1 following them. And there's smoke. Someone has spun. 37, Cliff Mullins is around. I think he got loose coming off of 2. Yeah, you can see he's already loose into 1. Caught in the death wiggle. Did a great job on keeping on the apron there, not bringing out a caution.
What happened, Cliff? This track should never fucking exist, that's what.
It's almost like they tore it down, made it into something worse.
Skiglio up to P4, got around both Swiss and Edwards. Snice7 might be trying to pull out the gap a little more. He's got it back up to about half a second. Are we potentially seeing the tire wear difference here? If Luke is able to run the bottom longer than 32, has that saved his tires? His 37, he's going to be flying on fresh tires, I imagine. 23 Llewellyn down on pit road. 51 in the outside wall. He's loose. Good save. So Mullins able to go around. Now looking to the inside of Wolfenbarger. Cliff currently scored 3 laps down. Looking to put him only 2 down here in just a couple of laps. He can get around the 97. Battle for 7th between Daniel Crimini and Montrose. Llewellyn on fresh tires. Able to stay out ahead of the 7 off of 4. Say that. Oh! Pit stops. People might be trying to short pit. 14, Michael Edwards on pit road. 26 came in behind him. Might be going for the short pit. Try to make up enough ground and then haul the mail for the finish. 25 laps to go. And Mullins has gotten his one of his laps back. And Wilson has gotten around the 32 for second spot. At 32 is Slideways off of 2. Garrett may have used up his tires here. 51 going to try and reel in the 97 gaps just over a second. Go around the 9 machine JR deal. JR 2 laps down. position. '79 Dave Hoytsma on pit road. Something to note, the 16 has brought the gap down from like 5 to 6 seconds, even though he's running in fourth. He is in the process of trying to reel these guys in. Bradley Wilson in the 51. It's got down to 7 tenths. Now JR about to go to just 1 lap down. Yeah, that's a scary feeling probably to get loose in the quad oval. Wolfenbarger has dropped back. Tires definitely gone off that number 32. As looks like the 59, Noah Blackwell, has come down pit road, as well as the 15 of Jeremy Scherer. When do we see the leaders come in? And do we see a short pit from the 51 and the 32 to get out ahead of the 97? 32's coming in. Did he make it? Car was sideways coming in. So when's the top 2 come in? We've seen what fresh tires can do for a leapfrog. They don't have a lot of time to play with. I think the 51 car's coming in. Yep, Wilson coming in. I don't think he made it. That's just my opinion. Probably very, very wrong. Does Lucas come in? Last one out. Yeah, Lucas. Lucas is coming in. Don't know if he made it either. Him and Wolfenbarger, I think, are close. I don't think the 51 made it at all. If he made it in, that has to be the best pit entry I've ever seen. And 16 Giglio is coming in. And here we go. We're going to see right here what a short pit will do. The 32 out ahead of the 51. Does the 51 have to come back down pit road? That is the question. He's staying out. I think he made it. And Hoytsma down and away. Wolfenbarger and Wilson with the short pit off of turn number 2. That's the nice item right there. New leader, Garrett Wolfenbarger. Hoytsma almost to the inside. So here we go. This is going to be the dogfight right here. Montrose coming down pit road right now. He will surrender the race lead. 14, Michael Edwards. Still on the track. He is one of the ones that short pit. So Edwards takes the race lead. has a 2-second gap over the 32. I don't think that's going to be big enough. With 14 laps to go. And we're coming in on lap traffic. Oh, boy, oh, boy. 97 caught behind the 23. Forced to surrender time to the 51. He's fighting. That 32, I think, has 2 lap older tires than the 97. And Hoytsma looking to the inside. And they have just about caught the 14, Michael Edwards. Edwards is sitting duck.
Yes, sir.
All right, where does Wolfenbarger go? Going to go to the outside. Edwards low. Off of turn number 2, Garrett Wolfenbarger retakes the race lead at Atlanta. Hoytsman Wilson trying to follow. Come to 10 laps to go. Whew, I thought Hoytsman was going to hook the 32 right there. If Lucas could pull alongside, I think he could roll the bottom enough. It's just the 32 is getting such a good run. Oh, he's in the outside wall. That may allow the run. Hoytsma to the inside. Gonna try and slide up off of 4. Still side by side down the quad oval. Oh, Lucas going for a slider, not going to be able to clear. Can he stay alongside the 32? That's going to be the question. They're still 2 wide down the back straight. Still side by side into 3. Hoytsma is clear for the moment. Gonna try and come up. Wolfenbarger going for the crossover down the quad oval. Wolfenbarger able to do the crossover. Lucas shoots right back to the bottom. Oh, man. Oh, contact down the back straight. Lucas has the lead. Received a shot from the 32. And here comes the 51 of Bradley Wilson. My question. Oh, good gosh. He almost makes contact with the 32. With the 97 and the 32 going at it like that, did that overheat their tires? And with the 51 just kind of chilling, does that put him in the catbird seat? He clears the 32. Now trying to get to the rear bumper of the 97 for the lead. And gets just about into the outside wall. He receives a huge shot from the 32. That puts him in the fence. Whew. Take a second look at chat here. Things kind of simmered out. Yeah, Dalton, that was obvious. As soon as Lucas got bombed that first run, that 32 was wiggling. When the 51 got bombed, wiggling even more. That 32 is dropped to 3rd spot. And they're coming up on heavy lap traffic. By heavy, just 2 cars, but not what this 97 wants to see. Coming to 5 laps to go. Oh, no! Oh, Lucas probably not happy with that. I mean, they did nothing wrong. Oh, Mullins hard on the outside wall! Collects the 15. They're on the apron. No caution yet. Holy crap, what a brutal hit with the 37 in the outside wall. No caution. We're still racing Atlanta. That 37 is destroyed. He's turning as hard as he can to the left. The right front is destroyed on that car. Four laps to go at Atlanta. And Lucas would hate to be... Oh, the 51's the outside wall. But as I was saying, Lucas would hate to be reminded of this, but he was in the same situation last season at this racetrack. Late in the running with the race lead. And a late race caution came out. Much to the aid of this man right here. Could we potentially see a repeat of it here with 3 laps to go? We just came close with the contact between the 37 and the 15. Very quickly, I want to take a look back at that, see what happened. Never mind, it's not going to let me. We'll ignore it then. Looking at the ticker, I don't see any too wide according to the ticker. Closest thing we got, I believe, is the 59 and the 79 for 8th spot. 2 to go. Hoytsma praying he can just get to the white flag. Coming up on more lap cars, the 9 of JR Deal. And who is that on the bottom? That's the 15 of Scherer. Gets around Scherer, no problem. JR keeping it on the bottom. Off of corner number 4. White flag is waving. It's in the air. 1 lap to go at Atlanta. It's only going to be 1 caution tonight at the very beginning. Closest battle I see once again is between the 59 of Noah Blackwell and the 79 of of Dave Hoytsma. That's the closest one I see. But through 3 and 4 for the final time, the 51 in the outside wall in the background. Lucas Hoytsma, your winner, Atlanta. Second goes to the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Third goes to the 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger.
Thanks, guys.
Fourth goes to the 16 of Giglio, and round out the top 5, gonna be the 14 of Michael Edwards.
That's a penalty and a protest.
I just tried to get on the phone.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Classic iRacing.
Alright, we'll see the 97 probably do his donuts here. Give it a second, and then we'll go and do top 3 interviews. Alright. Pew, 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 pew. Garrett's the cheesecake, you got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, man, you battled up front all night with your teammate in the 51 and with Lucas in the 97. It just looks like couldn't keep the tires on it long enough.
No, yeah, I just got stuck on a different strategy than them. They pit a lap later than me on one of them and then the other one too, so they just always had fresher rubber than me, so I was kind of just playing catch up, and then once the long run was there, I was just not enough for a grip to stay with them, but with the circumstances, you know, being like 20 points up on everyone else with how good we did in the regular season and still getting a top 3, so still good points day and had a pretty fun time. I'm sweating. It was a workout, so I had a blast.
Yeah, I think everyone was slipping and sliding this entire time. Probably a workout for everyone. Yeah. By the way, you kept that 32 up front the entire night, so congratulations. You got any sponsor shout-outs on it?
Yeah, Shenandoah Shine, K Designs for making my paints, Ball Man Photography, Mooncar, you for broadcasting and running this league, and then DG and all the other guys for running the other ones all season. So it's been a blast so far, and hopefully we keep on getting top 3s and get this championship.
Yes, sir. Well, congrats once again on the podium.
Yep, thanks.
Garrett Wolfenbarger, P3 here tonight. Pull in the number 51. Bradley, it's the cheesecake. You got me? Uh-oh. Bradley, can you hear me?
Hello?
There we go. Now I can hear you. Well, man, you started second, ran top 3 pretty much the entire night. What would it have taken to get a run on that 97? And actually, hold on, before, how in God's name was that not speeding?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I thought I did.
I thought you did. So, first of all, congrats on not.
Thank you.
But my God, that was probably the most coming in hot pit entry I have ever seen. I thought for sure I'd be seeing you on the ticker back on pit road, but no, here you are in second. Now, back to original question. What else would it have taken to get up to that 97?
Honestly don't know. The first run, I kind of ran bottom for majority of it, and I think I waited too long to go to the top. But then it also could have been midway through the second stint, I was just looking for the Chargers game, and I still haven't found it, so mission failed. But, I mean, to catch Lucas at any of these tracks where, like, you've got to save tire for the most part, it's hard to do.
Yeah, so the one thing I've noticed, and I think that's what may have hurt your teammate there, he always ran the top, and the top tends to shred the rubber here.
Yeah, he kind of fell off after, like, 10 laps before us. And I didn't really run bottom much either, but I don't know. Maybe he was just doing something different than we were.
Yeah, it's because he's sick.
Yeah.
But either way, man, great points tonight for you, P2. Any sponsor shout-outs on that car?
Shando, Shine.co, Mooncar, Lucas for racing us really hard and aggressive and just all clean all night. It was a lot of fun. My teammate Wolfie for showing up. Sadly, Brantley didn't want to run tonight. Everyone for showing up and running really hard. I mean, what do we have? 1 yellow?
1 caution because everyone tripped over their cock and balls at the very beginning.
Oh, yep, I do remember that now. I was involved with that.
Everyone was involved with that.
But just you for putting this on. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get some better finishes to maybe get in the Final Four.
Yes, sir. Well, man, congrats once again on that podium.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bradley Wilson, P2 here tonight. Fast forward again to we get the burnouts. And we'll pull in our winner, the 97 of Lucas Hoitzma. Lead. Get rid of that. We'll go down here, get this. Oh, there he is. Lucas, it's Cheesecake. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, it looks like the saving tires was the way to go. Had a hell of a battle with the 32 and the 51 all night. Got that 97 out in clean air and never looked back. Talk me through it.
Yes, surprisingly fun race. Kind of watched film beforehand to remind myself what I did last season.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be bad at Old Atlanta?
I am, but I remember last season's championship race. I felt really good here, so I was like, well, I'll just go take a look at what I was doing then, because it's the same setup, and kind of learned a little bit from that. I remembered that you really want to pit as late as possible because the tire degradation is horrible. So that late pit and the last stop really helped me compared to those guys, and luckily everything worked out. They raced me really clean, and yeah, it was a fun night here in Atlanta, and it felt good to finally get redemption for that championship race.
I was about to ask, does this make up for last season?
It does, especially being a playoff race. I mean, it's no championship, but it gets us one step closer, and it's really going to help us in the points.
Yes, sir. It's not a win you're in, but it's definitely a big help in any way you slice it. So congrats on finally getting the one that slipped away from last season. Maybe we'll see you at Richmond completely sealing the deal for the one that got away. Any sponsor shout-outs to that 97?
Yes, sir. Just as usual, 712 Brakes, Quinn. Sure to check them out on Whatnot. You for doing the broadcasting and putting this league on. These cars, and they always surprise me. It feels like such a bad setup, and then you get in there and it's a hell of a time. I love it. Everybody for racing tonight. It was a clean and green race, except for the restart, initial start. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, buddy. Well, congrats once again on the win.
Thank you. See ya.
See 9-7, Lou Hoyt, you're a winner here tonight. And one thing, the setups are god-awful. But the funny thing is, and I kind of thought about it, everyone is struggling with it. So therefore, it's good racing. Because if everyone's struggling, everyone's trying to put the power down, everyone's trying to pass, and so that's my reasoning for it. Everyone is in the suck. And speaking of in the suck, that 9-7's in a 4-way for it. But anyways, we'll go and get the sponsor poster up and going here. Big thanks to 712 Brakes, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Spit and Venom Podcast, Arc Music, Golden Eagle, Frisbee Racing, Random Randy Lee. Check him out on Twitch. Sneak Tombstone Game Farm, Trian Technologies, DG Swiss at dgsracing.com. Got the blue ribbon. It's October. It's Dysautonomia Awareness Month. So once again, check out DG. Actually, is he in chat? No, he is not. A couple years ago, I'd pull him in, tell him to do a thing on Dysautonomia, but he's not in here. But yeah, thanks to all the broadcasters. Lucas at CTCRN and the Pro Sim Network. DG at the DG Broadcast Network. And here I is at the Wild Horse Broadcasting Network. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We will see y'all Sunday night for Spit and Venom Street Stocks and Late Models.